Dr. Elias Ghanem. Commissioners, Nat Carasali, Bruce Lane, Luther Mack, and Dr. James Nave. Chief Inspector ringside, Mark Ratner. 3 physicians in attendance, Dr. Flip Homansky, Dr. James Wishgame, and Dr. Al Capana. The timekeepers are Al Bisick and Jane Broadfoot. This bout is also sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation and the World Boxing Council. IBF supervisor ringside, Al Goodman. WBC supervisor, Hector Garcia. The 3 judges assigned to score this bout on the 10-point must system are Chuck Jampa, Glenn Hamada, and Dae-Yun Jung. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Richard Steele. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the site where legends are made, Caesar's Palace, here in Las Vegas, Nevada, let's get ready to rumble! 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF WBC Light Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the green trunks and weighs in at 108 pounds. His professional record is 6-1 with 4 KOs. He earned his way here tonight with performance, not numbers. Let's show our appreciation to this fighter who has traveled halfway around the world for this chance tonight from Seoul, Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome this 1988 Olympic gold medal champion, now ranked number 5 in the world, the challenger, Kwang Kim. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with red letters, weighing in also at 108 pounds. This 1988 silver medalist was the first U.S. Olympian in '88 to win a world championship. His record as a pro, 28-0, 16 by KOs. He is considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. From Phoenix, Arizona, presenting the undefeated light flyweight champion of the world, Las Manitas de Piedra, Michael Carbajal.
Again, obey my commands at all times. Shake hands and good luck.
All right, the tail of the tape. Carbajal and Kim, 25, Kim's 29. He's an inch shorter. They're both at 108, and Carbajal has the longer reach by 3 inches. And of course, the greater pro career as you watch the rules, IBF, WBC, 3 knockdown rule, not in effect, no standing 8 count, saved by the bell the last round only, and only the referee can stop the fight. Joining us also at ringside is Jennifer Kim, no relation to the young man from Seoul, Korea, who's in the ring, and she'll act as an interpreter as we check in with Kim and his corner from time to time throughout the fight. Carbajal, a prohibitive favorite, Al.
He is an almost 8-1 favorite, which some people think is rather high, and the reason they think it's high is because when he fought Humberto Gonzalez, Kim went well into the 12th round, was winning that fight before he got knocked out. So this is a young man, and that may be the most salient point to remember as you look at this bout. And of course, Gonzalez, for anyone that saw that great match between he and Carbajal, they know what a great fighter he is. So that's why Kim is here with those short number of fights and all the rest. He's a tough guy.
Carbajal unified the IBF and WBC light flyweight titles in that victory over Humberto Gonzalez back in March. I can't tell you, and I'm sure, Al, you've heard the same thing. People who saw it thought it might have been the best fight they ever saw.
I don't know that I've ever called one that's better. And I was there for Hagler Hearns and a lot of others. It was spectacular. Both men with a great effort. Now, Carbajal in this bout doing a very smart thing. He's staying on the outside, not allowing Kim to get in. A little uppercut from Kim on the inside.
Carbajal looks like a man who's studying his opponent very, very closely and waiting for that one shot, that one chance. And with the electrifying punching power that Carbajal has, especially in that left hand, well, he could close escrow in a very big hurry. Huh?
You know, the way Kim is ducking in, you'll start to see the Carbajal uppercut. There it is. Well, right on cue.
Amen.
Thank you, Michael. He's got a good one. He's got almost every punch that you can have in your arsenal. See, there is Kim working well on the inside. This is not a guy who does not have offensive firepower. Chiquita Gonzalez found that out. You don't throw double left hooks better than that. Carbajal just showed you a clinic on how to throw those two punches.
We've had 32 rounds of boxing so far. I don't think anybody expected the 3 previous bouts to go the distance that they did. 2 10-rounders in Pendleton's 12-round defense of his lightweight title.
Now, Kim has only fought once in the 13 months since he lost to Gonzalez, so he could be a little rough.
He said he didn't think so. He thought, in fact, he was quite emphatic about saying, I think it took a lot out of Gonzalez.
Their contention is that a lot of the punches Gonzalez threw, while many landed, many didn't because they were picked off by Carbajal.
And people who study the fight game religiously and with great knowledge say that in that fight, at the close of every round, even the ones where Carbajal went down, that he was in control at the end of almost each and every round.
Yeah, that's basically true, and that's not to demean what Gonzalez did in that fight, but Carbajal performed very well. Now, Kim, you have to assume he might have had a little nervousness. His first fight here in America against a top guy, and might have been a little tense in there and may loosen up a little bit more. You know what's astonishing? I was amazed to see this statistic. No Korean fighter has ever come to the United States and actually won a title.
That's right. And that's got to be preying on him as well. There's got to be a lot of national pride involved and a lot of national intention in Seoul and in South Korea. This young guy coming halfway around the world, as Buffer said, and fighting one of the great champions in any division. Yeah, he's got to have the weight of the world on his shoulders, so to speak, doesn't he?
And there have been 18 men who have preceded him trying to do it from Korea. Now, there was a Korean title holder who defended his title here in the United States, but none has ever come here and won it. And I watched one of them try, Kwang against Donald Curry, in an interesting fight. There's a good right hand by Carbajal, and I don't know that didn't hurt Kim.
Sure it did. He's very quick to grab and hold. Round 2, about a minute and a half to go, a little less. This is scheduled for 12, of course.
I think Kim is a little in awe of the situation now, Tom. I think right now he is not able to get loose like he wants to throw punches. He just looks tight.
Yeah, he does, and you know, he really hasn't broken a sweat, has he, Al?
No, and that's one of the ways you can tell.
And Carbajal, his body has a sheen to it. He's warmed up, ready to go. And Kim is a little slow in that regard.
Excellent right hand to the body by Carbajal. He's a great body puncher. Now Kim is starting to throw punches on the inside a little bit better. I'll tell you though, when you hit Michael Carbajal, you wake him up sometimes. Now they wanted the uppercut from Carbajal, but Kim able to land his own there a moment ago. So a little better second round for Kim.
Kind of hard to really get a line on Kim. You know, only a record of 6-1. A great performance against Gonzalez and a near miss. Nice combination. Great amateur career.
But we're seeing now what he brings to the dance. Good inside fighting. Landing shots in the inside against Carbajal. And when he was more aggressive, he did some good work on the inside.
Well, there is some concern. I think it's the right eye. Is that correct, Jennifer?
Right eye.
Kim's right eye, and it does look very much like it's half closed.
Yeah, there was a lot of swelling there. They used the end swell very effectively on it, but we'll see how effective, in fact, that was. Yeah, oh, that is really closing fast. And I'll tell you, Michael Carbajal, you made the point, Tom, has one of the best. Oh, big right by Kim. Carbajal is one of the best left hooks around, so he'll go to work on that eye, not to mention the jab.
This is round 3 of this title bout, scheduled for 12. What a night we've had here at Caesar's Palace. Richard Steele cautioning Kim.
Now here's
sign language, of course.
Here is where they want the uppercuts from Carbajal and the body work, which he gives them. There's the uppercut.
Kim landed a couple of solid left hands himself.
Less combination punching from Carbajal than we're used to seeing. But that was true during parts of the Gonzalez fight as well, but then he came on to use great combinations.
You're watching the championship fight between Carbajal and Kwang Kim from Korea. We're in round 3, halfway through it. Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. There's 4 hot bouts. We've got them here tonight, and this is number 4. All have gone the distance in the preceding ones. Castro a winner in 10 over Kim, no relation to this man. Rafael Reyes a winner. He went 10 with Daryl Tyson. Nice shot by Carbajal. 12 rounds, and Pendleton defends his IBF lightweight title with a unanimous win over Jorge Paez. And that brings us to Kim and Carbajal and round 3.
Good right hand landed by Carbajal a moment ago, but Kim was not shaken by it. Kim is landing pretty well here. All things considered, he's getting some shots home against Michael Carbajal. You know, Carbajal's allowed Kim to come to him. I wonder if they might not be thinking now, let's back him up, because you notice when Carbajal does back him up, I don't think Kim's the kind of guy that fights well going backwards.
Well, you can count on one hand and order 4 beers. The guys.
Good point.
The guys that can fight backing up.
Good right by Kim there. Okay, there are a few, but not that many. You're correct.
That could be indeed a problem before this is all over. Kwang Kim in the green trunks. Champion Michael Carbajal in white. Carbajal's IBF, WBC titles on the line. He's the light flyweight champion of the world, and among the 10 top fighters in the world is considered one of the best in any division.
No question he's in the top 10. I mean, he's proven his ability against really some very tough guys. Gonzalez Cuesta was a good fighter. The likes of Jose Velarde, Pacheco wasn't a bad fighter he fought. I mean, these guys are not household names to people in America, but they're good boxers.
I tell you, Carbajal is a bit wary of Kim as well in this fight, Al. He's not taking anything for granted.
And now a very bad swelling around the left eye of Carbajal. A big bump just emerged. Whether it came from the head or punches, I don't know.
Oh, drops a right hand on Kim and another one.
I'll tell you what.
He's really got a mouse under that left
eye.
eye.
Michael Carbajal, and that had to come from a clash of heads. I mean, there's no way that could even have come, I don't think, from a punch. And the way Kim is coming in with his head, Michael Carbajal better back him up. That's the thing I think that I'm sure Danny Carbajal will tell. Big right by Kim. Well, most of his fights are not easy, are they?
No.
Carbajal?
He has really got a bump under that left eye, and Kim's got a right eye that looks as though it's about to slam shut at any moment. And Carbajal and he are forehead to forehead now.
It's become what it always does with Carbajal, a war, and that's what he's in right now. Huge
solid right.
But I'll tell you, he's not getting Kim to go back, is he yet?
No, not backing him up at all. In fact, it might be the other way around.
It's another one of those rounds that we've had them all night, where there's some outstanding exchanges. And Kim is coming in with that head straight. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure pretty soon he shouldn't get a point deducted or a warning about it.
Boy, that is a big lump under the right eye, the left eye of Carbajal.
Huge hook and a right uppercut. I don't know if that hurt Carbajal. I've seen this in a lot of fights with Carbajal, even before he won the championship. He gives his people a heart attack every time he fights. And his fans, I might add. And what he's given to Kim right now is a lot of confidence, don't you think, Tom?
No question about it.
Kim believes he belongs in the ring with him.
Indeed, with every passing moment, with every punch he throws and lands, with every shot Carbajal hits him with that he takes and keeps coming. There's the bell.
Kim coming in. Oh, man, was it ever. Came right in with his head. And then later in the round, Kim landing some pretty good shots on the inside. Carbajal trying to land that left uppercut.
Kim runs across the ring at the bell to start round number 5.
Good move by Carbajal to get out of that corner. Excellent maneuver.
Well, we told you earlier about the obvious dedication, conditioning that the Korean fighters have brought into the ring here tonight. And Kim is certainly living proof of that.
As was his predecessor in the ring this season also. Now, I'll tell you what, when their heads are banging on the inside like that, it's just very dangerous for both men. And the way Kim is coming in, Carbajal is going to have to start landing an uppercut. There it is. Well, every time I say that, he goes to it.
In addition to the champion, what Kim's problem seems to be keeping his trunks up. He's worried about that.
I'll tell you what, all joking aside, that kind of distraction can lose you a fight.
Indeed.
Carbajal now starting to get his jab in. That will be an important weapon for him.
This is round number 5.
Kim with an excellent counter right over the jab of Carbajal. That's how you know Kim's a smart fighter, not just a brawler. He took about 6 Carbajal jabs, waited for the chance to counter over that jab. So we're not looking at some bulldog in there that doesn't know about boxing.
But this guy was an Olympic fighter. It just seemed forever, 82 to 88. Had a magnificent amateur career, won the gold medal in 88. Carbajal was the silver medalist.
And how about your second chance at the title? You've only had 7 pro fights.
That's right.
And both times acquitting himself well, because no matter what happens here, he's already acquitting himself well.
Takes Gonzalez 12 rounds, gets knocked out, and loses a chance at the crown. But Gonzalez had to pull out all the stops. Heroic effort.
Right now, Michael Carbajal having a very hard time getting off. He's normally a very accurate puncher, a lot of combinations. He's allowing Kim to get inside, and Kim is making the most of his opportunity. Look at Michael Carbajal knows that right hand's coming. You see him move his head, and it wasn't even thrown.
Yep.
The awkward style of Kim actually has been a problem for Carbajal.
You know, Kim is in great shape, Al. Look at the solid body on this little guy from Korea. Big set of legs on him.
Now Carbajal's jabbing to the body, and that's to set him up for a right hand. He's going to set him up for a right hand by throwing that jab downstairs. They do have Miguel working on his eye. You're right.
Out they come for round number 6.
Or to put it another way, correcto, great one.
Well, Al Bernstein, Ruben Castillo, and I certainly hope you've enjoyed this bill affair tonight. We've had a great time watching some great fights. We hope we haven't interfered with your pleasure and that you've had a good time. Top Rank and Forum Boxing sending it all your way, and we want to thank Jennifer Kim, too, who's with us, in case I forget it at the end of this bout.
You know, Carbajal is starting now to throw some combinations, Tom. In this round, there's been a subtle change. We'll see if it continues. Kim is a better defensive fighter than maybe we might give him credit for, because Carbajal's having a very tough time getting through his defense. Now, the punch that is available are the body punches, but even those are difficult for Carbajal.
And I tell you, Kim's confidence factor goes up with each second of each round that goes by.
And I'm going to tell you, I've not been scoring every round, but this is a fight that I don't see how you can say Kim isn't ahead on the scorecards at this point. I think he would be. By a little maybe, but probably ahead. And I think Michael Carbajal is going to have to back him up. He's going to have to go to him. Oh, big, huge left hook to the body. Kim complaining it was low, but I don't know. I just don't know if Carbajal can allow Kim to come to him because he's not landing as many counter punches as he would like. And I don't think Kim wants to go backwards at all. Carbajal allowing him to stay on the inside and taking some shots as a result of it. Now Carbajal found he could fight Gonzalez better on the inside, but I don't know if that's true here. I will say the body work of Carbajal has been special, but look at that uppercut.
Solid left hand landed by Kim. Snapped Carbajal's head back.
Very close round here in round 6, but Carbajal now starting to take control a little bit with the left hook. And if I was him, I'd be cranking that left hook until I couldn't throw it anymore, because that's the punch I think Kim is susceptible to the body and the head.
Can you believe this, Kim? He is, I don't think, Kim and Green. Neither man has been down, and both have been punished. Kim has got a right eye that, since the opening round, has threatened just to close up and say goodnight.
And it's amazing, isn't it, given the fact that Carbajal has such a good left hook, that he's not been able to take advantage of that more than he has.
Yep.
And I think that's just a failing on his part to really go get the job done. I don't think he realizes that maybe is his ticket in this fight. Because when he doubles up with that left to the body net, he's very effective.
Carbajal in white and Kim is in green. Lands a right and a left of his own. There's a big Korean delegation here, and they're on their feet cheering.
And I'll tell you, Kim's right hand must be a lot quicker than we would think, and that Carbajal thought, because Michael Carbajal is getting hit with it a lot tonight. And we're at the point in this fight where I have to tell you, Michael Carbajal's got to be thinking, am I behind in this bout? Now, he was behind in the Gonzalez fight and pulled it out. And I'll tell you what, right now, I'd say he's behind in this fight as well. Maybe not by much, but he's behind.
Good right hand by Carbajal.
That may have stunned Kim, but how would you know it, huh?
Exactly. He doesn't have any gears in reverse. Everything is straight ahead.
And Carbajal not able to follow up when he does nail him with a big shot. Kim is throwing more punches.
Forehead to forehead.
The jab of Carbajal has been rendered pretty much useless because he's not landing it. So what he's left with is he has to start his attack to the body. Now, right there is where the double left hook. Oh, wow.
Left hand and down went Kim. The left hand we talked about. King is rubber legged. He's through. Michael Carbajal caught him with that one shot.
You know,
Unbelievable.
I would just said a double left hook was in order. Guess what? He didn't throw the one to the body, but the one to the head landed. Interesting. What a turnabout.
Al, that's as dramatic a knockout as I've ever seen. And I tell you, all credit to Kim. He got up. He didn't have a leg literally to stand on it. He was trying to put himself together and come back.
I don't think Michael Carbajal can be in a boring fight.
Yeah.
That knockout came at 2:23 of the round, and we're finding out, aren't we, that the left hook of Michael Carbajal, we saw it against Gonzalez, might be one of the best around.
You know, Al and Tom, just like the Chiquita fight, he was showing right hands all night as he was here tonight, and he takes you out with the left hook.
Good point, Ruben. Well, as we take a look back on it, Ruben's point is very well taken. There's the hook, and for all the world, it was a short hook, and that's why it was so powerful. And right away, Kim was up, and there was no way he was going to continue. Here it is again, short, right on the jaw, over a right hand by Kim. All night, he had been showing right hands. I thought he was a little late in going to the left hook. Here's where I said, just about now, I said a double left hook would be in order. Well, he didn't need one to the body. It came to the head. And,
Sugar Ray Robinson threw a left hook like that, and the man fell forward right in his face, just like Kim. Has to be the most devastating punch, and to his credit, the kid from Korea got up, was looking for somebody to lean against to stand there to get on, but there he is.